Um, I would like to open this week with a poem, if that's okay with you guys.
Absolutely.
I would love that.
It's Sunday morning for us. It's a day of rest. It's a day of reflection. It's the Sabbath. Came about on the seventh day after God had created the world, and he said, "This is good," and he chilled. And so I would like to read a poem today from this is Rilke. And stop me if you've heard this one before. Storming through the party like my name is El Nino. When I'm hanging out drinking in the back of an El Camino. As a kid was a skid and no one knew me by name. Trashed my own house party because nobody came. I know I'm not the one you thought you knew back in high school. Never going, never showing up when we had to. Attention that we crave, don't tell us to behave. I'm sick of always hearing act your age. I don't want to waste my time. Become another casualty of society. I'll never fall in line. Become another victim of your conformity and back down. That's from 1906.
Don't feel like watching movies, so I'll watch people guess them instead. I don't know how it goes, I think it starts with your show.
That's good. That was almost as good as the Deadpan 1906. I really appreciate that.
This is from 1906.
From 1906. That's from 1906.
Wait, can we
This
go
is from
back?
1906. There's no author. It's anonymous.
I can't tell if you added a word at the beginning of that poem.
No, I don't
Storming
think I
through
did.
the party like my name is El Nino, and I thought it was hanging out drinking in the back of El Camino, but you said
Me too.
when hanging out. Is there a when in?
No, there's only none there. There's not only a when.
Okay.
There's a when I'm. There's two. There's more. When I'm hanging out drinking in the back of an El Camino. Storming through the party like my name is
So,
El Nino, and I'm hanging out drinking in the back of an El Camino.
He's
Wow,
in the
it's just a
back of
song
an
that
El
keeps
Camino.
giving.
He's in the back of an El Camino drinking. While that
Yeah, he's hanging
El
out.
Camino is storming through the party, he's driving through the fucking house while in the back of the El Camino,
Yeah,
according to that song.
And
Great.
in
Changes everything.
1906, that an El Camino was a horse.
right.
Little El Camino.
That was right after as the Industrial Revolution was taken off.
I unironically fucking loved that song.
There's
I
a
think
reason
everybody
I
loves that song.
wanted to recite that. I've been falling back into it and non-ironically enjoying it, and it's kind of sad. How you guys doing?
Good.
Pretty good, man.
We're not moving on from that song. No.
That was
I
good.
don't have much to
I wanted to
add
do my
this,
dumb bit,
but
and I wanted.
yeah.
I
Go
I have a point. It's a great karaoke song.
Yeah.
Really fun to do with a bud, and it gets the party jumping. And
Nice.
also remind me, so at the React job, I have to do a bunch of like React to music stuff, and I naturally just do a bunch of like 90s era things. Like I'll just do, let's react to 90s music, and it's all like my picks of shit that I listen to, which I am finding out like some of it's off the beaten path a little bit when it comes to like Billboard hot charts and stuff like that. But I was doing some research on a video that I'm doing soon, and I watched the Harvey Danger video, Steve.
Oh yeah, flagpole sitta.
Flagpole Sitta.
Yeah.
Those fuckers
Nice.
were babies.
Yeah.
Were babies. In my
Yeah.
mind, they looked so old, and and going back to the video that I haven't seen for years, I was like, I'm gonna see these people that I still identify as way older. Nope. Fucking babies.
Oh, children. Now I'm listening to children. When did that happen?
Did you know that Paul Thomas Anderson was 24 years old when he wrote and directed Boogie Nights?
Isn't that crazy? Makes a lot of sense, 24-year-old obsessed with porn. Let's just make a movie about it.
It's crazy because like you'd think that a 24-year-old making a movie would be like incoherent and like perverse and all of those things.
What's up, buddy?
But it's actually like a beautiful art piece of art and a masterpiece somehow that a 24-year-old.
Well, it's just like
up
old
with.
Damien Chazelle making Whiplash when he was like, what, 27, 28,
Yeah.
29, something like that.
It's crazy when you think about how like the greatest things that you've ever done in your life should have happened in your 20s.
I'm gonna refuse to believe that for now, so I can find happiness.
That can't be true, Steve, because you were well into your early 30s before you saw QuantiMania. So, pretty sure that we can all agree that was a milestone.
It is a milestone. It is. The fact that we got a third Ant-Man movie is actually pretty...
You've been hoping for it, I know. You've been hoping and praying.
Well, I just love Paul Rudd a lot, and I think Paul Rudd deserves all of the... I think Paul Rudd deserves all of the...
Who doesn't? Yeah.
You know, he just deserves...
Everything.
I think he deserves everything that has ever come to him.
Young.
Everything that's ever come to him.
Would we contend that Paul Rudd has reached an echelon that has only ever been reached by one other human being? And what I mean by that is, a lot of people go, oh, who is the one celebrity that you think like the fabric of space and time would cease to exist if you found out they were like a drug dealing cartel pedophile?
Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks. Everybody said Tom Hanks forever. However, I contend Paul Rudd has entered the Tom Hanks zone.
You think that's quite a heavy claim, Joe? I think it's the same idea of Tom Hanks, but it's like the Wish.com Tom Hanks, as the kids say. Because he's never done like a movie that's like Forrest Gump good.
But it's not about
Paul
the
Rudd's
talent.
has been around.
It's not about the talent. It's about the
Just
expectation
likability.
and
and the recognition and the yeah.
No, I see it.
Because I mean, this guy's in all those kids movies, and there's lots of kids out there. And right now, if you ask a kid who Tom Hanks is, they might have trouble. But you ask a kid who Paul Rudd is, it might be easier for them to identify that person.
But even so, demographics aside, I do believe that Paul Rudd has reached a unassailable level of likability.
Yeah.
When's the last time you've heard a I don't like Paul Rudd? When's the first time you've heard a I don't like Paul Rudd?
Never.
Well, they did seem in QuantiMania to make it difficult to get, I would say, very attached to him. It was not his best dialogue.
Well, it wasn't even like his movie.
So, yeah, he was hardly in it.
Really felt like he was just kind of there. But I will say that the visuals in that movie were pretty entertaining.
They're very beautiful. It was a very beautiful movie.
The second and
colorful.
The movie was like the movie really had me. And then Joe, it did something that you and I might recall from our youth, which was, and Elliot, maybe you've seen a few of these types of movies too, but I'm a sucker for
the credits played flagpole sitta.
No, I'm a sucker for when two or more people get sucked into a thing.
Elaborate.
There's a series of movies where people get sucked into a thing.
Are you talking like Inner Space?
Yeah, and Stay Tuned.
That's the sucked into subgenre.
I love the sucked intos. Sucked into the TV.
Osmosis Jones, one might contend.
Yes, and so what we've got in this movie is we've got
That's actually not part of the subgenre at all. It was
we've got Michelle Pfeiffer though.
I think it's great.
I think Michelle Pfeiffer looked fantastic in that movie.
She's stunning, beautiful woman.
I think it like honestly, it got to a point where I was like, did Michelle Pfeiffer age gracefully, or is she just as a good surgeon?
Yeah, I don't know. Whatever it is, though.
I couldn't tell, but she looks great. And then you've got, what's his name? Who's that guy?
Michael Douglas?
Michael Douglas, yeah. I almost said the other Douglas. Kurt Douglas.
Ooh.
Who's been dead for 40 years now.
Aged gracefully.
Yeah, that guy looked like a skeleton. But yeah, Michael Douglas is like getting up there, man, and you can tell it looks like it's difficult for him to move around gracefully.
I want you guys to elaborate on your enjoyment of the movie real quick. However, as an outsider who's only seen the trailer, I did find it fascinating that they utilized the microscopic world as a way to still do a grandiose Star Wars-esque visual escapade.
Yeah, I mean,
very
like
much
I
like
said,
Star Wars.
like I said, the movie had me in up until and including when they get sucked into a device, which shoots them into the macroverse or whatever the fuck it's called, and then they just keep getting
The
smaller.
Gravitron.
And then they go, and then they're in that like, what's it called? Like quantum verse
The quantum realm.
Then they're in the quantum realm, and I'm like, this design is really cool. Like all these creatures are cool, and like the backgrounds are really cool and stuff. And then it just falls apart.
Hold for cough, and he's back.
And
Thank you.
I honestly had a
Continue.
difficult time enjoying that movie, even though it's very tongue in cheek. Peyton Reed is a comedy director. He directed that movie. And if you watch that movie like it's a bonkers comic book, literally translated to screen, it's a little bit more enjoyable. But for the most
Only
part,
little.
I thought it was a fucking mess. And poor Paul Rudd didn't have much to do at all.
Elliot, what'd you?
That's about what I would say. It's a beautiful
Really?
movie.
All right, let's do
Lost me into
let's play the game. Other than beautiful movie, so it sounds like mess of a script, a little bit of a chaotic beginning to end. Paul Rudd didn't have a lot to do. Let's play the if you don't got nothing nice to say, but we're gonna have you say it. Name 3 things that you both liked about that movie.
I like the smashy face guy that everybody hates. He was actually very funny, and
M.O.D.O.K?
I thought arguably M.O.D.O.K. I thought he was a very stupid character,
Oh
but
my
he kept
god,
it entertaining.
M.O.D.O.K was so ridiculous every time.
So ridiculous. Every line that he says is very dumb.
Every time M.O.D.O.K
And I
pops up,
appreciate
you're
that.
like, what the actual fuck am I looking at?
It doesn't even look good. Like, it
It
doesn't
just-
look good for looking bad. It looks
Honestly,
purposefully
when-
bad.
When people compared it to Spy Kids, I was like, oh man, that's not fair. Because Spy Kids was like fucking 15 years ago or some shit. And I was like, those visual effects definitely don't hold up. And then and then last night I see this
George
fucking
Lopez.
and I'm like, holy shit, people weren't wrong. They weren't wrong. There's just no way to make that not look ridiculous. I've
'Cause they-
already said this.
Is that because they made M.O.D.O.K like the comic book M.O.D.O.K? Did they go for it?
Well, yeah.
Awesome.
And-
So
and-
Elliot likes smashy face guy. That's one.
But here's
Yeah.
the thing. I just want to say this about it. If they were gonna bring M.O.D.O.K to the big screen to a live action movie, I feel like Ant-Man was the way to do it because it's already like bonkers and weird and like not really like the other Marvel movies. So I'm like, all right, fine, fuck it, let's go. And if we're going into the quantum realm where things are all topsy-turvy like Alice in Wonderland or whatever, might as well have some weird fucking, Humpty Dumpty type fucking characters. But my God, it's bonkers, dude. Joe,
I feel
it's
like
bonkers.
Ant-Man
Your
is
son
the-
asleep right there. Oh, he just wanted to come be near you. That's so cute.
Is he hungover?
You should get him some
Did you
orange
give him
juice.
too much?
I gave him a fifth of vodka, dared him to drive.
I did the Mario Kart ride. I went to Super
Wait,
Mario
hold
World.
on. We need 3 things you liked about
two
Ant-Man.
more.
We're still doing
and then I'm
QuantiMAN.
gonna make you do.
We're
3
giving
things
this movie
nice
more
about the
than
Mario
the-
Kart.
Wait, I actually
Okay.
want you to. Okay, yeah, go ahead. All right, 2 more
more
things you
things.
liked about Ant-Man.
And then you don't even have to
Quantum-
elaborate. Just like 2 nice things.
Michelle Pfeiffer and the visuals. They're pretty.
You stole everything I was gonna say, except
Yeah, but you said it already. Yeah, so I
Well,
stole it from you.
I
But you were right.
I don't think I liked.
It's okay.
I don't think
It's okay.
I don't think I liked M.O.D.O.K. Like I might change my number 1 because it's like I appreciate they went. I appreciate where they went with M.O.D.O.K. I appreciate that they went all the fucking way with it, and they were like, "Fuck it, let's just lean into this shit." I really appreciate that, but I actually, if I'm only picking 3 things I liked, truly I agree with Michelle Pfeiffer being incredible and the visual effects being very cool. But I really like that little amoeba guy. You know what I'm talking about? A little pink
Yeah,
amoeba guy.
he's voiced by David Melchian.
Who's that?
Oh, is he really?
He plays Polka Dot Man, and he's a bunch of the other Ant-Mans.
Oh, that's right. He's great.
Yeah, and
I saw
Doom.
him at my local coffee shop about a month
And the
ago,
Dark
and I about
Yeah.
bricked right up.
Before
Yep.
we veer right and take a little turn into Mario Kart land, I will say one last thing about M.O.D.O.K, Elliot. If you like that character but want it to like actually make you happy, you should watch the television show, the stop motion.
Oh, the
animation
M.O.D.O.K
thing.
show with Patton
It's-
Oswalt.
It's
Yeah.
really good.
Cool.
It's super
I heard good
funny.
things.
Yeah. Have you not
Cool.
seen it, Steve?
Mm-mm.
Worth your time.
I've never
It's
heard
really
it.
funny.
I'm
Really
not a
funny.
big M.O.D.O.K fan. I mean, I get it.
Don't have to be. It's
You don't have to.
less M.O.D.O.K
Don't-
and it's more like Futurama, Family Guy, like that type of animation, Bob's Burgers, tongue-in-cheek type humor.
You know what they did
good stuff.
do with M.O.D.O.K though, which I thought was kind of cool.
Rick and Morty. What?
Which nobody really like. Everyone was just showing screenshots of that big fucking face on the thing, but nobody showed when it would have its like helmet down, and it looked like the comic book. It like looked like the comic book M.O.D.O.K when it had like its like helmet. It could like open and close this like helmet thing.
Mm-hmm.
And when it was closed, it had these big, evil, glowing M.O.D.O.K eyes, and the face looked all like comic book M.O.D.O.K style. I thought that looked really cool.
But that only makes it funnier when he takes it off of his
I
that
know.
goofy
And then
ass.
you're like, God damn it, this big dumb face is in here. And then there's that ridiculous moment where he's like, the girl. Dude, I don't give a fuck if you think these are spoilers.
No one's going to see
a
it. It's
month
made
or
like
whatever, and
record.
No one's
It's
seeing it.
dropped out record numbers in box office. It went from like a lot of money to like $1 million.
So I don't
in a
know how
week.
this happened, but the young girl, like Ant-Man's daughter in the movie, has like her own Ant-Man suit and shit, and they never explain anything, and so they're just like, all right, whatever, fine. These suits that they have look like they're maybe like $1 billion each because they do so much crazy shit, and it's like, who's dropping $1 billion on this little girl's Ant-Man
Also,
costume, and Ant-Man didn't even know about it.
Yeah, she doesn't even try to use the suit when she's traveling and hurling through the quantum.
No, they were saving it for a really cool movie reveal moment.
Yep.
Anyway, so there's this moment where she gets real big and she basically like beats the shit out of M.O.D.O.K. And by the way, M.O.D.O.K's in this movie too much, I think. And so she's beating the fuck. Like if you've got
disagree why.
if you've got a ridiculous looking thing like that, why do you keep bringing it back and then filling the frame with its fucking
so
weird
funny.
face? Anyway, at one point she's beating the shit out of M.O.D.O.K, and then he's like all like broken on the ground with his little hands and legs like wiggling around, and she's like, "You gotta stop! You gotta stop!" And he's like, I don't know how to stop. I don't know what I am." And she's like, "Well, you're kind of a dick." And he's like, "I don't want to be a dick. How do do you remember this, Elliot? It's like the most
Vividly, you're nailing it.
It's like literally that, Joe. The dialogue is literally like, "I don't want to be a dick." And she goes, "Well, then stop being a dick." And then it cuts back to him and he goes, "I don't stop being a dick." And then it cuts away and then it was like, holy shit. I can't believe I'm watching this.
So just insulting just to the audience. Just no, absolutely
It was so insulting. Absolutely.
no effort.
No effort
I
at
love
all.
it.
It was like they were making a TikTok. Dude, one last thing. There's you know how each Marvel movie has 2 post-credit scenes?
Wait a minute. Is his face really that normal?
What do you mean?
I'm
just Yeah,
You
they
just looked up
just-
M.O.D.O.K?
Yeah.
They just
Yes!
compressed it a little.
Yeah, they and he's that one guy that was the villain from the first Ant-Man movie.
Oh my god.
The bald guy with the nose.
Why is it
And
him?
House of
Never
Cards.
mind. I'll watch the movie someday.
Yeah, you'll see. Whatever. It's because in the first movie, at the end, they kill him by
I can't believe that's what he looks like.
crushing him
I don't know
into
what I
the.
expected, but
Dude, but honestly, everyone was like, "What the fuck is this crazy shit?" And I remember tweeting. I hadn't even seen the movie yet, and I tweeted a thing that was like, "Look, I haven't seen this fucking movie, but I know for a fact that if they were ever gonna put M.O.D.O.K in a live action setting, there's no way this motherfucker isn't gonna look ridiculous as shit."
It's so weird. I love it. Okay, I'm in.
Okay, so anyway, one last thing about Ant-Man, then we can move. I'm gonna fucking throw up. One last Ant-Man thing. Do you know how there's 2 post-credit scenes in Marvel movies?
Mm-hmm.
First one sucked. Second, did you watch them, Elliot?
No, I didn't know there were 2.
There's
I
always
felt
2.
like I got punished enough, and I was like, whatever. I'm not even gonna try to wait for a second one.
I know, but and the first one was garbage, so I get it. The second one directly connects the movie to the Loki show, which I really liked. I liked the Loki show a lot. I thought Owen Wilson and Tom Hiddleston as a duo was really cool.
Universally loved, I thought. People really enjoyed that show.
I think so too. I think it was universally liked. So anyway, it connected the movie, that Ant-Man movie, directly to the Loki show, and it was the best thing about the whole movie. It was just that one little moment that reminded me about how cool Loki was.
It's why it's like if Bruce Willis splitted you.
Yeah, exactly, dude. It totally did. Because at the end of Split, you're like, all right, that was a decent, like, weird.
Holy shit!
And Bruce Willis is in there. My name's Glass. Remember? Wait, Glass was the other guy. All right. Anyway, so Elliot, I know you want to talk about Nintendo World and the Mario Kart ride and stuff, but
go for it.
I'm actually going. What's today? Sunday. I'm going tomorrow.
Have you not done it?
No, I was gonna wait until after the summer because it seems like a nightmare to try to get in there. But I've heard
it's never gonna not be a nightmare to get in there. They screwed the pooch on that land.
It's so small and it looks it's crazy how small it is. But I'm gonna go Monday, and I feel like Monday's a good day to go. Like, who the fuck's gonna go Monday? You know what I mean?
It'll be a little better, probably.
I think it might be a little better. So don't spoil too much. I'm about to go tomorrow. So
I won't spoil anything. I thought you'd already done it.
I have not. I have not.
I was a great time. It's what Kevin said. It's a little small, but it is so cute. It's so cute, and the ride is super fun. We didn't get a chance to go into Barstool Cafe or Toadstool Cafe, whatever it is.
Was that too busy?
Barstool's a little different.
Barstool Sports has got a
part of a
cafe
different
in
land.
Mario World.
Can you imagine?
David Portnoy's just there, like, yelling at you while you try to eat a mushroom burger.
There's just, like, on all the screens, there's all these, like, fail videos going on and stuff. Was it too
Bowser's wasted at the bar. It's very busy, yeah. The line is get ready to wait. It takes a while, but they keep the line moving really nicely, and it doesn't feel like it's that bad. So
for the ride
and the
specifically,
game, I was
right?
pleasant. Yeah, just for the ride. And you gotta get, like, reservations. I don't know what kind of tickets you guys have, so I don't know how that would work. But once you get in there, you can't leave if you want to come back in. So you have to get everything.
Dumb.
Yeah, so, like, you have to basically go, oh, I'm here, I have to get on the ride, and if we leave, then they won't let you.
Yeah, if you leave the pipe, Steve, if you go through the pipe and into Nintendo Land World, whatever, you have to stay there until you're done, because if you exit the pipe, you're not allowed back in.
Listen, Joe, I haven't left the pipe since I was a sperm.
Just living in that QuantiMania penis.
But, Elliot, how long did you... Wait. I need to know this now.
Penis.
Wait, so you had to do a reservation thing?
No.
What'd you have to do?
We had, like, express passes. We were able to get in, but I don't know what your passes are. I think the regular passes you have to get in line or get a virtual queue.
But if you buy an express
ours was easy.
pass,
we just walked in.
You could just walk right in.
I think so. Yeah.
And was there? Well, how long was that line when you were there?
For the ride, an hour or 105 minutes.
With express passes.
Not too bad though, and they did a great job decorating the the express passes. The express pass didn't work for the ride. There's no express passes for any kind of that one ride.
But if you have,
I like this is just a logistical conversation. We're completely stopped having a podcast.
And it's just for someone who's going, like, tomorrow.
It's like me when I'm going to Disney. And I like, so what do I do with the Genie Plus?
Yeah. Well, let me explain. You got to get the app.
Yeah.
But anyway, did you get any of the little? Did you get the wristband or anything like that?
Didn't do the wristband. Mm-mm.
You didn't feel like
No,
it.
looked cool. No, I didn't feel like spending $40 on it. Just wanted to do the ride, and the ride was great.
I will
Really
say, review, a vicarious review through my son who has went, and I have not went.
Oh, okay.
The wristband for $40 is such garbage.
Yeah.
It literally
that makes
does
sense.
nothing. Like you can like hit a block and it'll ding for you.
hmm
Yeah.
If you give a shit, there's an app that tracks all your stuff, and there's like secret things you can do. But I mean, it's about as useless as the Magic Band, which I think at Disneyland, which I think is also pretty useless.
Yeah. So if you want to drop that $40, go to town. But I would say like if you want to spend money that you did not initially need or want to spend in a Universal experience, I think that money is better left for either A, Harry Potter wand, or B, a beer in the Simpsons bar.
Yeah,
Sure.
dude. Actually,
Yes.
that's yeah. You're not wrong. I mean,
I will say, let me say something that's not going to be a spoiler. This Simpsons ride is the worst ride that has ever
it's the
been.
worst ride.
The
You like-
line
you like
getting
puking?
to it is truly, it's psychological torture what they do to you when you're getting on this ride. I've never seen anything like it. They give you like the walls are like dark blue and they're like 2 feet across and they go directly up so you can't see anything, and they make you stand there like for like 20 minutes at a time, even if you, and then you get in there and then they shake you all around. That whole land needs to we need to demolish that land.
I think it's in great disrepair, because when it was the Back to the Future ride, that ride was unbeatable.
Yeah, everyone loved that ride.
That Back to the Future ride was Disneyland level wizardry. And then it became the Simpsons ride, and for some reason they just like stopped giving a shit.
Well, you went with Sarah and Claudio, right, Elliot?
Yeah.
So I had lunch with them yesterday, and Claudio was talking about his experience on the ride as well, and he legitimately described it as, I think they've just let a few screws go loose, and they never fixed it.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
Isn't it funny?
They don't
He
care.
was very upset.
It's true. I really
heard
think
him
he's
beside me.
that's true.
The whole time, it just kept him go, oh, no. Like his Italian accent just, oh, no.
Like it's just
awful.
so bad.
Every moment, awful.
Did you get out? What did you think when you got off that ride?
It's time to go home.
Was that your last ride?
I was
Time
sore
to
the
go
next day. I'm
home.
too old. Yeah, my body is getting to a place where it hurts. It genuinely hurts.
And
Did
that's
you
not
go-
even a roller coaster. That's just a little
No.
like shaky poo.
Yeah.
Did you go on all the things?
Mm-hmm. Well,
What did you miss?
No, we just went on Harry Potter. The roller coaster in there, which I'd
The
never done
Mummy?
before. That was really fun. The Mummy was shut down. We didn't do the Mummy. Too cold to do Jurassic Park.
Which
Uh,
roller coaster
didn't-
are you talking about?
The Hippogriff one or whatever it's called.
Oh,
Flight
oh
of
yeah,
the...
yeah. Did you like that?
Yeah, it's nice. But you know what else I like? Stamps.com.
Really? Tell me about it.
Ooh, okay. Well, here, let me take that ball from Elliot really quick. Let me.
Joe,
bring
you
up
got
my-
something to say about stamps?
Yeah, I do. You know what, guys? The year goes by fast. It's already, let me check my watch, frickin' March 2023. It goes by faster if you're a business owner like us.
I'm feeling unwell.
Like us. Guys, 2023 is already well underway, so don't wait any longer to level up your small business and set your year up for success. Get ahead of the competition by using Stamps.com to mail and ship. Stamps.com lets you print your own postage and shipping labels right from your home or office. That is called, let me check. John, what is that called? Yeah, convenience. It's ready to go
That's
in
where
minutes.
John is. John's at your place.
It's been a while. Stamps.John. It's ready to go in minutes, so you can get back to running your business sooner. Guys, the post office gets elevated. Postage rates they just increased again. Government.
What?
I
Luckily,
can't handle all these increases.
luckily, Stamps.com has the best discounts in the industry with rates you literally can't find anywhere else, like up to 84% off USPS and UPS. That's insane. 84% is a legitimately insane number.
I agree.
Yeah. Very high.
Plus-
very big number.
Stamps.com automatically tells you your cheapest and fastest shipping options because they're not messing around. It's a one-stop shop for all your shipping and mailing needs. For 25 years, Stamps.com has been indispensable for over 1 million businesses. Get access to the USPS and UPS shipping services you need to run your business right from your computer anytime, day or night. No lines, no traffic, no waiting. We've been using it at Valleyfolk for years now. It's made everything incredibly easy. Saved a bunch of time so we could make the funnies, you know? And if you sell your products online like we do, movie games, Stamps.com seamlessly connects with every major marketplace and shopping cart. It's a stress-free solution for every small business. Use Stamps.com to print postage wherever you do business. All you need is a computer and a printer. They even send you a free scale. No other business sends you a scale. I'm going to throw that out there. So you're going to have everything you need to get started.
That's very true.
No, I have not. I truly
never
have not.
gotten from.
And
I've never gotten a free scale anywhere else.
I think they need to talk about that and highlight it a little bit more. You get a free scale with Stamps.com.
I need a new scale.
If you need a package pickup, you can easily schedule it through your Stamps.com dashboard. So set your business up for success and get started with Stamps.com today. Sign up with the promo code ValleyCast for a special offer that includes a 4-week trial plus free postage and that scale, aforementioned digital scale. So there's no long-term commitments or contracts. Just go to Stamps.com, click the microphone at the top of the page, and enter the code ValleyCast, VALLEYCAST, ValleyCast.
That was wonderful, dude.
Great job, Joe. I like how you threw in a little aforementioned as for a razzle dazzle there. So that was spice it up.
That's a good multisyllabic word.
Thank you to Stamps.com. And thank you to the wonderful world of Harry Potter, where I ate sausage and mashed potatoes in the tavern.
Isn't that nice? I do like those.
It was so nice.
Oh, you had part
there's like a British like meal you can get in there.
Yeah, it was fun.
Bangers and mash.
Kind of like bangers and mash. Yeah.
Sorry, Elliot. What were you gonna say?
I didn't have anything. I just was hoping something would come out. I was hoping.
Oh, nothing fell out.
Nothing. I've said everything. I think that I had.
You guys are really excited about this cake show that's coming. So you guys are all in on this cake.
What the hell are you talking about?
Cake is coming.
Cake the band. I thought you were like
band. Yeah, Cake the band is.
Like you were talking about like Nailed It or some shit.
No.
Me too. Yeah.
You guys are all in on this cake thing.
I'm in for a fun, nostalgic auditory romp with my friends.
I agree. And did you also know that Journey is touring in LA?
Oh, that would
I've heard they're not so good live these days.
Really? I've heard conflicting things. Because that guy
Maybe they are. Maybe they're great.
Yeah, that guy that's like their new lead singer. I've been wanting to see him perform live for a while now.
Oh yeah, that was the young the young man that they picked up years ago.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but it sounded exactly like him.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, maybe they're great. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, I don't know, but I'm stoked to see him. I know Toto is opening for them.
Ooh. Also having a little bit of a resurgence lately.
Right. It's kind of fun.
Do you know they did a cover of the Weezer song Hash Pipe?
Did they?
No.
Is it good?
No, I didn't like it, but I'm not a big Toto fan, so I'm sure it's great. I was like, yeah, that's Hash Pipe.
Speaking of music, I've been watching, there's only been 2 episodes, but Steve, I know you have a soft spot in your heart for this. I don't know about you, Elliot, but as far as saccharine, shitty reality shows go, and they're all saccharine and shitty, and if they're not saccharine, they're just shitty and drama-filled for no reason. I'm watching American Idol, and I freaking love the show.
Oh, man, so you're still back in, huh?
I love the first half of the American Idol journey. I love the auditions. I love watching people's dreams come true in real time. I love watching legitimately talented people get discovered. I really, really like it. They over-edit it. They lean into like the sad stories way too much. I cry 7 times an episode.
Works.
By the second half of the season, it becomes garbage because that's when like too much like just racism gets involved with the voting process, and it's a very
really
yeah. It's really, really sad watching like legitimately talented, like the best people on the show get kicked off because maybe they're gay or trans or not white.
I see. I thought
there's
you
been-
meant on like among the contestants.
no. But I will say,
Is it-
watching like again, legitimately talented people be discovered and just seeing legit human reactions, I feel like the judges are really good at it, of like just being blown away.
I mean, these are
By things.
talented
Yeah.
people for sure, too. And like,
Yes.
nothing wrong with watching talented people be talented.
But here's what I like that they do on the show, because Heather, my wife Heather, not my other non-wife Heather, but the wife Heather, she watched a couple episodes as well, and she mentioned, she's like, because she hasn't watched it for a while. She goes, "Where's all the bad auditions?" Because what they don't do anymore is highlight all of the really
Yeah.
like unself-reflective, self-aware humans.
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
go
because
on
they
there.
realized that it was like exploitative. It was like even more exploitative.
And
than
they
the
don't do it
show.
anymore. And it's
Yeah.
I love that they have at least made that very, I think, human choice to not do that, especially in an era where, like, back when it first started, the first like 3-4 years of it, those clips weren't gonna like live on the internet forever necessarily.
Just some of those people shouldn't have been made fun of for 15 minutes at a time.
I mean, that's the thing. That's the thing.
Some
they
of-
really leaned
some of
into
them-
it.
Yep.
Yeah, and you
I
can't. You
think-
never know.
But they don't
I
do
think-
that anymore, and
But
I really
think
like that.
It's interesting because that aspect of the show really put them on the map. You know, like it really brought people to the show.
Yeah, you
come
wanted to see the
make fun of
train
people.
wreck,
Right?
and then
exactly.
eventually find like the diamond in the rough.
There
It's
was like
good
a,
that they
a
don't
shot
do
in
it.
Freudian
I
thing.
mean,
yeah.
I do wish they would do like throw in one for good old time's sake, but it'd have to be very carefully done and not.
They'll throw
truly-
in one for old time's sake here and there. It's never like
Okay.
a 5-minute edited package like they'll do for the super legit people that they're like they want to like prop up. But
Yeah.
the judges are just better. I don't want to say better humans, but I'll just use that phrase, better humans across the board. They're not they're like they understand the situation and they don't lean into it. They're
Nice,
just like,
yeah,
maybe this isn't your thing, as opposed to
Just nice.
Simon being like, "You're a big piece of shit for wasting my time on this show, idiot."
awful, worst thing I've ever seen.
So, anyways, I enjoy the journey, and I've enjoyed it more than any other like singing competition show that I've tried to watch, like The Voice and stuff like that. I like American Idol.
I think
Then
they,
you know you're an
yeah.
American Idol guy. There's nothing wrong with that. It's wholesome.
You know, they make an easy to swallow little show, don't they? Like it's just you sit down, it's wholesome. You don't have to worry about it being controversial, really. Like it's just good old American television.
Yeah, I guess it's my like one it's my guilty pleasure
It's your
TV
little
show.
guilty pleasure TV
Other
show.
people have a like their own reality version. Like I don't watch The Bachelor and stuff like that, but American Idol's mine.
There you go.
I've been doing a rewatch of The Venture Brothers. You ever seen that show?
Yes, sir. It's great stuff.
It's a fantastic show that is a slow burn, but really, really delivers. It's like Arrested Development meets Futurama.
It's
is
good
what
stuff.
I think. It's
Old school
very
Adult
well
Swim.
animated, old school Adult Swim. Some of the language in the show is a little outdated. I can't believe what they let fly in that show. Actually, it's like fucking college kid like vomit, like shit they say to each other at a kegger sometimes. But it is a very intelligent show, despite the fact that they let some choice words fly. But yeah, I'm rewatching that show because the Venture Brothers movie is coming. They're saying farewell to the Venture Brothers with a big movie that's been in the works for like 10 years or something.
Speaking of, I'm sure you saw it yesterday, Steve, Elliot. I don't know if you did, but maybe you did. It's so weird for me to say they are actually taking my childhood and turning it into a movie, because this has been turned into a movies and started as movies and television from back in the day. But they're redoing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Another movie is coming out.
Yeah.
They announced the cast in the movie yesterday.
This is part of my entertainment news. Your
Live action?
No, it's animated, and
Yeah.
it's kind of, the animation seems to be inspired by Spider-Verse a little bit,
Yeah.
which is dope. But the voice cast is insane, and Steve probably is ready to pull it up.
Yeah, Joe,
And-
you guys ready for my Hollywood
Good, bring it up, Jamie.
moment here?
What they're doing, yes, get ready while I finish my thought.
Mhm.
when I say it's like they're taking the childhood, which they already did because it's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, they're doing the toys. They're doing like all of these crazy side toys that they created for money back in the 90s. There are all these like side mutants like Monty Moose from Canada and Mondo Gecko and
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
all of these
Like
just
Batman would have like the
Yeah.
Aqueduct Scuba Batman and like the Rocky Mountain climbing Batman.
But these aren't the Batmans. These are just side characters. These are like they were
Oh,
like,
actual
what other
characters.
animals can we turn into mutants?
Right,
oh, this
right.
this
I see.
stingray,
Dude, the
this
stingray
gecko,
guy.
this
I like
this bat, and they're like taking the toys and they're actually like giving them life, but they're giving them life with amazing animation and the voice cast is insane. Steve, hit the Hollywood report.
Well, if you guys are ready for some wonderful news from Tinseltown, what we have here is quite a cornucopia of news today. As Joe was saying, Teenage Mutant Ninja
Oh,
Turtles.
you gotta turn that down just a little bit.
Nope. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Excuse me. Hollywood is loud, Joe. Okay.
It's also the word is concubine, not cornucopia.
Sorry, it's a concubine of news today. Teenage Mutant Ninja
Right.
Turtles
The
Mutant
Pilgrims
Mayhem.
had a lush, bountiful concubine on the table at the first Thanksgiving.
Guys, Teenage
And that's when they knew
Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem
Mutant Mayhem.
is the name of the movie, and it sets its voice cast, as Joe was mentioning here. You should check his pulse, Joe. The voice cast features John Cena, Jackie Chan, Ice Cube, Seth Rogen, Paul Rudd, Maya
just talking-
Rudolph. We were just talking about Paul Rudd. But yeah, John Cena is playing Rocksteady.
Seth Rogen's playing Bebop.
Hannibal Buress is Genghis Frog. Rose Byrne is Leatherhead.
You know what Leatherhead is, right?
Oh, is it the baseball glove?
No, Leatherhead was a like Bayou Southern big ass crocodile.
Oh, that's right.
Quite the interesting voice choice for that.
Rose Byrne. Jackie Chan is Splinter, which is pretty cool. Ice Cube is Superfly. Natasha Demetriou is Wingnut. Oh man, Giancarlo Esposito is Baxter Stockman. Post Malone is playing Ray Fillet.
Post Malone is playing. That just sounds so nice. It really rolls.
This is huge news for Ninja Turtles fans because my goodness, what a cast, what an announcement.
You know who
next-
Natasha is, right, Steve?
Nope.
What We Do in the Shadows.
Oh, that's how you say her last name. She's
I don't know if
great.
you said her last name right, but you said something.
No, I said it. Guys, and then also
Yeah,
another
yeah,
in
yeah, yeah.
entertainment news, Tom Sizemore died.
I don't. You said it in such
And Disney's The Haunted Mansion trailer.
Moving on.
It has debuted. Danny DeVito, Rosario Dawson, and others star in this A-list cast creepy remake.
Wow, cool. Another one. Neat.
Honestly,
How exciting.
Honestly, I get it. That is the right response. It's like, really? We're gonna how many the thing is Disney owns these red hot franchise possibilities, and Haunted Mansion is ripe with them. I remember initially Guillermo del Toro and Ryan Gosling's company were gonna work together to make a Haunted Mansion movie that looked really cool. They even made posters and everything, and that never happened. And now we've got this Haunted Mansion movie, which, by the way, I have an open mind with this one. If you guys watch the trailer, it actually looks kind of cool.
I have not. Did you not enjoy the Eddie Murphy romp?
No, I didn't, because I went to Comic-Con and went to the Haunted Mansion panel for the Eddie Murphy movie, and they were like, "This will not be an Eddie Murphy movie. This is a Haunted Mansion movie first." and then an Eddie Murphy movie, and then it was like the exact opposite of that. It was just a fucking bad Eddie Murphy movie. And then but yeah, watch this trailer, guys. I highly recommend you check out this trailer. The tone is really cool, the cast is really cool. We got Owen Wilson playing like an exorcist, basically.
Okay. If you do a little bit of a flip the script on it, it could be fun. Go a little
check
darker.
it out. It looks like it's like a bunch of like it's like a ghost busting team almost, like going to the haunted mansion to try to like rid that mansion of ghosts or something.
Now that'd be an interesting crossover, Ghostbusters and Haunted Mansion.
Oh man, don't even get it's too early to wet my whistle, Joe. And reaching the end of this entertainment news segment, Deadpool 2 star Jack Kessie was cast as Hellboy in the reboot called The Crooked Man. This is really bonkers news, man.
Why is there another Hellboy reboot?
There's a new Hellboy
They'll get it this time.
reboot.
They'll get it.
I really don't get it. I don't get it. Like, Hellboy is like an underground, like, indie comic that made its way into the cinemas because of Guillermo del Toro. Really,
he nailed it,
You guys-
by the way.
Yes.
But then they like
love for it.
then they did like a reboot with that fucking guy from
David
Stranger
Harbour.
Things.
Say his name.
Whatever, I forgot
Say it.
his name.
There is a reason this is happening, and they keep remaking this franchise, and it is part of the satanic deep state, which runs both Hollywood and Washington, D.C., and they're literally bringing back Hellboy so as to usher in the apocalypse, as was foretold in the Book of Revelations 4.
Steve, why did the background music drop to a minor key and slow down when Elliot started talking?
Yeah.
Because he's speaking the truth, and Hollywood gets real excited about it when that happens. Man, yeah, new Hellboy movie, real weird. I don't really get it. And last but not least, Isabella Merced joins Kaylee Spaney in a new Alien movie for 20th Century and Scott Free. There's a new Alien movie coming out, and we didn't even know about it. Uh-oh, you're muted, Joe.
My response to most of what you said in all of this was, okay.
Also, did you know that this woman was in in the lead in New Lane's Turtles All the Way Down, the upcoming film adaptation of John Green's New York Times best-selling novel for HBO Max.
Aw. Can I... Oh, music ended perfectly. Let's tangent out of this, and
That's the end.
I will
That's the end of my
tangent into
entertainment
two thoughts from what came off of your entertainment news.
Okay.
One, John Green is still wonderful. Can we say that? Can we all agree? Have you guys
I think
been
we're allowed to
watching
say
his social media lately?
Yes. It's great. Cracks me up.
I love it so much. He just has a mic and he's just like pontificating and saying his thoughts, and
He
like
says whatever he wants, and it's very
just
articulate.
strolling through the woods. He's just
A lot
sitting
about
in-
tuberculosis.
But it's just he's just an example of, it's just nice to listen to a smart, introspective, just intelligent man say things with empathy,
Yeah.
and like striving to like not be controversial, like on purpose, even though some people might find some of his statements controversial if they want to. He's
Sure.
just like trying to put good into the world, and I just love it. I love me some John Green.
I agree, dude. I fully agree.
Are you saying that because you think me and Steve don't like John Green, Joe? Is that what's going on here?
Yeah. I mean, you guys wanted to start that podcast, and I was like, I don't really.
We don't got to talk about. Well, that's all our time.
Don't
Thank you
talk
so much
about the
for
grass
coming.
is always greener here. Don't talk about that here.
No, he wanted to call it not that grass.
All right. Well, guys, what a fun time. I love catching up with you guys every week, even if it happens at the ass crack of dawn. Thank you for our listeners, our patrons, and everyone else, sponsor. And Elliot, Joe, always fun talking to you gentlemen.
Thank you, everybody.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
Always fun hearing what you guys are watching, listening to, doing,
Vibing.
etc. Elliot, do you want to end on another poem? One last poem.
Yeah.
And Joe, anything else you want to add to the end here?
No, I was just kind of wondering what you were going to talk to the congregation about at your service today.
Who? Me or Elliot?
Yeah, you. Yeah.
Oh, you want
How's
to talk
church
about
going
my
today?
cult today too? You want to bring up Grass is Greener and the cult I started?
This is from the 9th Elegy. If you have this one collection, the Stephen Mitchell collection, is on page 199. What's with these homies? I don't want to keep going with it.
You just end there.